Are we on?
It's loading right now.
Okay.
Yep, we're live.
Okay, Doc. Um, Good afternoon, everyone. Um, it is 1:30, and so I will call the November 18th meeting of the City of Akron Tree Commission to order. Sarah, would you take the roll?
Sure. Augusta,
Here.
Viviano, here. Forte, Busco, Lash, Riccuti,
Here.
Robinson, Bradenberg,
Here.
and Wyatt.
Here.
We do have a quorum.
Okay. Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes from the last meeting? Any additions, corrections? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes as submitted.
I make a motion.
Okay, thank you.
I'll second.
Okay,
I'll do a roll call. Augusta,
Here. Yes. I'm sorry, wrong answer.
that's okay. Viviano, aye. Riccuti,
Aye.
Bradenberg,
aye.
and Wyatt.
Aye.
The motion to approve the minutes passes.
Okay. Well, we are on the perpetual unfinished business, public education. However, we do have some public education to talk about. So, Casey, would you address just the part of social media? Oh, here she is. The bios and things like that.
Yeah, so Sarah sorry, two Sarah. Sarah Bibiano sent me the last of the bios and headshots and things either last week or maybe the week before. So I think I have everything I need now from the commission in terms of materials. So I'm going to format those and send them over to communications, and then they'll take a swing at updating the website page for you. And Sarah, I think I'll share that with you, Sarah Vredenberg. I think I'll share that with you to kind of get your sense of how it looks and if it's what you imagined. And then we can kind of go from there in terms of then presenting it to the commission.
Okay, great. Thank you. It says upcoming events. I do know of one. Matt Null, Gabe Forte, and I completed the Tree Commission Academy. All the way through, there will be a graduation ceremony on December 10th, I believe. Is that right, Matt?
Yep, that's correct. December 10th at noon.
At noon. And I would like to extend an invitation to everyone here to attend. There will be food and ceremony. The folks from the Department of Forestry is putting it on. We will make a brief presentation as if we were going to make a presentation to some other Department of Natural Resources gathering. And Matt and Gabe and I will be getting together next week, I believe, to talk about that and get our ducks in a row. So again, you are all invited. Just let Sarah B know so that we can get the head count into Joe at the Division of Forestry.
I'd like to know as well, just so that I can plan for the food. I'll be getting lunch.
Okay.
So, if you plan to attend, just send me an email, and I've been keeping track already of anybody who said yes. So
Okay.
if you haven't yet communicated with me and you plan to go, to send me an email, and then you'll be good to go.
Okay. Have we asked the mayor?
Yes, he's sending John Malish on his behalf.
Okay, and who else? Just fell out of my head.
I invited most council people that I've communicated with about trees or anything tree related.
Okay.
And then the public service director as well.
Okay, good. That's the other one I was trying to think of. Great. All right. And then our next big item on the agenda is an update on Project Acorn. So Casey, you want to take that away?
Yes, very exciting. Thank you. Yeah, I think the team is excited to overview this project for the commission. There are some folks we have with us on the call today. I think, some of you have maybe met them before or in pieces, but we're going to have Leah Heiser, our parks maintenance and landscape expert here at the city. She's been sort of the boots on the ground executing this important project. And then we also have some of our Bloomberg innovation team who you may or may not have met. We've got Jolene Lane, Mark Goldenbaum, Zoe Risley. They have been helping with project design and refinement for Project Acorn. And then I do want to mention someone's not here who's been a really important part of this is Jessica Glachowski, our watershed superintendent. She kind of birthed this project. She came up with the idea. She submitted the application. She has been ushering it forward the whole time. So really proud of her, really proud of the entire group of folks here that's done a great job on this work. So I'm just going to turn it over to them so that they can overview what they've done so far for you.
Great.
Thank you so much, Casey. I'm going to share my screen with everybody, if that's all right.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I am very excited to share with you all the progress that we've made this far. So we've had a really productive first cohort, and I'm going to walk you through the results, the lessons we've learned, and what we're doing moving forward. So here's a quick overview of what I'll be covering. So first, I'll give an update on Project Acorn, including the results from our first fall cohort, what's in motion for the spring, and then some key takeaways. Mark from the I team will then touch on some of the tree education campaign that they're building to support the canopy expansion citywide. And then finally, we're going to outline some of our next steps as we get ready for the 2026 cohort. So with that in mind, I'd like to start by grounding us in what Project Acorn is and then how the program's been structured. So Project Acorn is our flagship tree planting and workforce development initiative. It's been funded through a 5-year, $1 million grant from the U.S. Forest Service. So this program focuses on expanding tree canopy and training Akron residents for jobs in the green industry. So our priority neighborhoods have been East Akron, Middlebury, Sherbondi Hill, South Akron, and Summit Lake. So these areas were selected because of their historically low canopy and of course, for their environmental inequities as well. So this program, it's really about healing those gaps and growing local talent and investing directly in our Akron residents. So this program, it operates as an 8-week hybrid training model where the participants earn a certification in urban forestry at the end. So half of the program is hands-on field work where we taught the students proper planting techniques, species identification, tool use, young tree pruning. We really emphasized proper planting depth, visible root flare, and early structural pruning, because this is the kind of work that if we do this at this stage, it directly reduces the future hazards and long-term maintenance costs for the city. So the other part of this hybrid training program was classroom-based. So we had hired Davey Tree as the formal educators, and then our city arborist, he kind of further expanded the curriculum with field-based lessons and tree climbing and chainsaw safety, giving the students like real exposure to work and expectations in the arboriculture profession. So this hybrid model that we did, it really made sure that the students were not only trained, but they were industry ready and prepared to support Akron's tree canopy moving forward. So, our first cohort had a really strong start. So we planted 258 trees across the city this fall. So this was about 100 more than we anticipated. The trees were installed across a range of public and private properties, including city-owned parks, nonprofit partners, and resident locations. And this approach allowed us to address canopy gaps strategically and equitably across different parts of the city. So a key highlight was the creation of several pocket orchards. So these orchard plantings, what they did for the community, they provided more than just shade, right? So they became community assets by providing fruit, serving as small gathering spaces, and contributing to the neighborhood identity and pride. And residents really responded positively to these pocket orchards. So again, we were able to do a bunch of young tree pruning in several of our parks, street trees. And again, this kind of early intervention ensures long-term stability, reducing future hazards, and lowers the long-term maintenance costs for the city. So this scale of work for our first season, it shows that the program structure is working and that the community demand for trees is strong, especially trees that serve multiple functions. So in addition to planting trees, the workforce development component is a major part of the program's success. So we trained 5 individuals this fall through both hands-on field instruction and then classroom-based curriculum. All 5 completed the program and are now certification ready. So this is a huge accomplishment given the short training window that we had for this program. 4 of the 5 participants received their pesticide license through the ODA. And we've also connected them with tree service recruiters and city employment opportunities so they have a direct pipeline into green industry jobs. So this program, it's about building long-term capacity for Akron, stronger canopy, stronger workforce. And good news, one of the students actually got a job at Barberton Tree Company, which we just found out recently, which is just amazing. Okay. So for our next cohort, it begins March 9th and follows the same 8-week hybrid structure. Recruitment's going to start soon, and we expect higher interest now that the first cohort has gone through and shared their experiences. They let us know what worked well, what we could have improved on. Tree orders are going to be placed this December. That way we can ensure that we have high quality trees, a diverse set of species, especially ones that are suited for urban environments like Akron. So we're going to choose understory trees that provide multiple benefits, whether that be fruiting trees, flowering trees, high water absorption, or just simply ornamental aesthetics. So, but all of these trees are going to be really well suited for urban spaces. And our goal is to build this, the momentum from this fall. So refine the program with what we've learned and continue expanding the canopy in targeted neighborhoods. So the flyer that you see here, it's part of our outreach to help residents access free trees through Project Acorn. So Project Acorn participants will plant and mulch trees for Akron residents on their private property, as long as they call 811 and sign a liability form. So we are looking for people to sign up for free trees in these 5 neighborhoods, which the city's I-Team from Bloomberg has been helping us out with. And really at this point, I think I'm going to hand it over to Mark from the city's I-Team, and he's going to talk about the work that they've done to promote the free tree planting in our 5 priority neighborhoods. So Mark, I'm going to hand it off to you, if that's okay.
Great. Yeah, thanks so much, Leah. So as Leah was just describing, it's obviously pretty easy for the city to plant trees on public property, but the big challenge was how do we get people, private property owners, to know about this program and sign up to get trees. So in the first round, we made a substantial push to get people to sign up, trying to really beat the bushes and get the word out and raise awareness of this. We did come away with some lessons learned from that process, however. First and foremost, I would say that the flyers and email outreach didn't actually lead to as many signups as we anticipated. That brochure that Leah just flagged on the previous slide, we printed many copies of that, sent it electronically to a number of listservs and distribution sites, but we also took it to a number of churches, community-based organizations. We really tried to kind of do the old-fashioned, kind of take it out to the neighborhoods. But we just didn't, in the end, get as many signups as we hoped. We did have great success working through some community development corporations and other partners that really opened a lot of doors for us and led to a high number of plantings. But that was a key lesson learned that we'll take forward. The other lesson was that we really want to prioritize events where people can actually see the trees, see what it looks like. And I think that will lead to a higher interest level. So as we look to the next cohort and think about what more can we do, we thought some of those planting events that we're doing either on public properties or on private spaces, to those pocket orchards, it'd be great to invite residents, neighbors to come out and see that. We think that's probably going to lead to interest in people putting trees in private residences, et cetera. And we also feel like, another lesson learned is to really kind of get people to sign up on the spot. That flyer that Leah was sharing, there's a QR code on that. When you scan it with your phone or whatnot, it takes you to a form to sign up. I think as we move forward, we really want to be signing people up as they express interest on the ground. So a little bit in the weeds there, but just wanted to share with you some of our own learning from the initial outreach push, because it goes without saying that we really want to get residents, particularly in those neighborhoods, to take trees. We just think that's a key part of the process. Next slide, Leah. This is not necessarily Project Acorn related, but we did want to flag that in parallel to this, the city's thinking about what more can we do on general tree education, very much in support, Sarah, of the stuff that the Tree Commission is wanting to do through your own comms. Right now, we're exploring what can we do to maybe bring someone on board into the city, or how might we be able to tap creative expertise somewhere in the city, whether that's through a university or some other partner, basically to build our capacity to do targeted public communications work. It goes without saying that I think we all know and have at our fingertips many of the compelling reasons why planting trees is important and is a strong public benefit. But I think being able to frame that in effective public communications that uses the language and frames that resonates with people is important. I'm not sure we're there yet. So that's something that we're exploring, looking at different ways that we might be able to do that. But we're hopeful that we might be able to build our own in-house capacity on that and partner with the commission and others on that effort as we move forward. So just wanted to spotlight that, and happy to chat further about it. Back over to you, Leah.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mark, for filling that little gap in there for me. So really, these are the next steps. And we kind of like what Mark said, we are looking to collaborate with the Tree Commission. We have a spring kickoff event that we would like to do for Project Acorn, and the city will support this event. We have a budget for that. We're hoping to get help with outreach for tree signups, which we're hoping to do in February, because we'd really like to have a nice list of Akron residents before our first cohort. That way we can just really start pushing ahead and planting right away. And then kind of again, what Mark said, we're going to explore university and community partnerships for an internship. Mark, did I miss anything there? Is there anything else you wanted to hit on? No.
I would just say that, we really welcome the commission's leadership on planning that event. As Leah was saying, I know last year there were a couple of events in the spring, a couple of ways that we were trying to get the word out there, but there's certainly in-house capacity at the city to kind of do some of the heavy lifting on the logistics and whatnot. But in terms of having the commission kind of lean in on that, that's something that we'd be excited to see and support. Over.
Thank you so much. And that was pretty much all we had for you today. So Sarah, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and give it back to you.
Sarah Bradenberg actually dropped off the call. She just sent me a message. She's coming back. So
Oh, okay.
thanks for your patience.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Can you, is it possible for you to forward us a copy of the, flyer?
Of course.
Thank you.
I would be happy to do that. What other questions do you have about Project Acorn or about possible collaboration?
Brittany has a comment.
Oh, hi, Brittany.
Hi, everyone. I love the results from the first cohort. Excuse me. I'm very excited to see that that has gone forward and such great success. I'm actually very excited about possible collaborations with the Tree Commission. I did want, I guess, just hearing that, my first thought was if we should collaborate with like individuals that are interested. Are there any high schools that have like any agricultural programs? From the South, like agriculture is very important. Like every high school had a Future Farmers of America, or like, like these different clubs that people are really already have this knowledge and this like excitement about certain initiatives. And I'm thinking maybe if we target those groups, if there's a high school that has like a good partnership where they, their students go after scholarships that go in, where colleges, have degree programs that really focus on, like, we should be looking for those existing pipelines, I guess is what I'm saying, and kind of plug ourselves into those, because I'm sure we know of people, we just probably just don't know that yet. But I think that would be a great place to start, is maybe identifying what existing programs are already at our schools and are already at our fingertips, because we do have really good partnerships that I've been able to see with the city in our public schools here. And with us wanting to keep Akron the focus, I think the youth is a great way to like ensure a message keeps going and growing. So that is just one way. Also, like local garden clubs. I know every now and again, if I'm able to, I go over to Westminster Presbyterian. My daughter went to preschool over there. So that's the only way I found out about it. I saw a flyer one day. So maybe, contacted some garden clubs that are already, like I said, doing some of this kind of adjacent work, and see if they'd be interested in getting more word out, even coming to partner with us and with Project Acorn to like maybe sit in class and volunteer, because I love the hybrid model. I am definitely a person who likes to quickly take things from theory to practice. So that is, I just love that. I think that's amazing. I think for the people who do have a little bit more time on their hands, they could, or that, might be able to start that ball rolling. I think those are two maybe good places to start if we're not already looking there. But congratulations to the entire team that's been working hard on this. It looks wonderful. Happy to support.
Thank you so much. Yes, it was hard getting there, but it was such a successful first cohort. We are so excited for the next one. That is really good feedback of reaching out to the schools, maybe giving the children the pamphlets to bring home. That in the 5 neighborhoods, that is a really great idea. In addition to the garden clubs. Thank you so much. That was really great.
Leah, let's connect. Brittany, I think a lot of good points, including the school connection. Leah, let's talk afterwards about, Garfield just did that greenhouse. They've got like a green jobs focus as part of the College and Careers Academy. Even in addition to maybe like they want some trees for the property there, I think also there might be like maybe some of them can be in a future cohort, or like maybe there's job pipeline opportunities there. So we should talk about that and then maybe connect with them. So I think great suggestion, Brittany.
How about Let's Grow Akron?
So Let's Grow, we planted for them on their several gardens for them, several fruit trees. And if Lisa wants to partner in the future, I'm more than happy to do that. So we planted around Summit Lake area.
Great.
Yeah, that was a great partnership. We also worked with East Akron Neighborhood Development Corporation. So several nonprofit partners, city parks, and then of course residents as well.
Good.
Thank you. I appreciate that comment, Jeff. Is there anything else I can provide clarity on, or any ideas about collaboration? I know I kind of threw a lot at you all at once, but we can always revisit that too. Hi, Jolene.
Hi. The fire students planted a community garden at one of the Alpha Phi Alpha Homes properties. And so I'm not sure what organization it is at Firestone, but I'm sure that there are students there who might be interested in tree planting or somehow getting involved in spreading the word. Graduating students maybe for the cohort, that kind of thing.
Perfect. Thank you.
Leah, the person with Akron Public Schools who runs the College and Career Academies for Energy and Environmental, I met with her recently, and she is definitely looking for more partners. Her name's Sarah Palace. I can connect you to her if you guys aren't already connected to her, Casey, Leah. And I know they would love to have the city more involved. They expressed that specifically when I met with them. I connected them to some other local businesses. So it's specifically Garfield, and they're very interested. So I think you would have success there.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Jackie, we're in touch with her. Rochelle Wardell is sort of our liaison, and we have some upcoming conversations about this topic, green jobs, and how do we be supportive of Garfield and build some pipeline of partnerships. So yes, definitely we'll be talking with her.
Good.
And if you don't mind, Leah, would you mind giving me a call after this? I apologize to everyone for being tardy, but I had something else I had to take care of. So, but yeah, I'd just like to know what happened at the beginning portion of this presentation.
Yeah, that won't be an issue. I'll give you a call.
Thanks. Cool.
I'm not sure where Sarah is. I've resent the link in case she was having trouble getting back into the calendar invite.
She said her internet's down.
Oh,
So I don't know if it's going to come back up. She told me to let everybody know she's sorry.
okay.
I'll update.
Well, Jeff Busco is our vice chair, so could we have you chair the rest of the meeting?
Are you sure of that, Sarah? Maybe you might want to double check your notes. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I'm just Joking, that's a joke, just joking. So, sir, what's next on our agenda? I apologize, I don't have it in front of me.
No problem. We did not have anyone sign up for public comment period today. So the next thing is for the good of the order.
Oh, okay. Okay, anything for the good of the order.
I'll just flag, Jeff, if we could circle back maybe next meeting on, I think what Leah and Mark were kind of outlining is like a more intentional collaboration with the commission, you know, in the spring and involving like a kickoff event. And I think maybe the commission needs some information from us on tasks and responsibilities and what we'd be expecting in order to sort of be all in on that. So maybe we can kind of talk about that some more. If folks have a reaction now, that's great, but maybe we need to kind of present some more detail for you all to kind of be in on that.
Yeah, that would be great. And as a matter of fact, yeah, Leah, if you could send out all that presentation to everyone and we could communicate via email perhaps, although we're not allowed to do that according to our friend John, so we won't communicate that way, but at least we'll have the information in front of us, right, John? I didn't say anything out of line. I'm trying to be
You
good.
can communicate. Thank you, Councilman. You can communicate if you don't have a quorum in an
Okay.
email.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll keep our communication minimal. But yeah, and everybody keep that in top of mind, and maybe a committee could be formed or whatever if someone's interested. Email me and Sarah, Sarah Viviano and Sarah Vredenberg say, if somebody's interested in really getting their hands dirty and literally and figuratively both, in terms of pushing this ahead. And perhaps a small committee could be formed to work with the city in terms of moving this along and making sure it's successful. So if everybody's good with that, is there anything else for the good of the order? Anything else? Casey, Leah, Mr. Knoll, Jackie, anyone? No?
Not too much. We've started tree planting. So we're going to be planting about 200 trees this month, I think.
Great.
Yeah. Other than that, nothing new.
Good job, Matt. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, I don't know what magic you do, but we've not had any appeals. So apparently you have some kind of a magic wand or whatever, and everyone's
No, it's hours. It's hours on the phone, communicating with people, and I have a few people who might want to join next month's meeting for a public comment.
Okay.
But other than that, everything's going pretty smoothly. A couple folks have tried to kill trees with salt, but yeah, other than that, it's all good.
Oh, well, good. I appreciate all your efforts because in the past, whenever we did have appeals, we had a boatload. So I'm glad you're able to tamp that down, and it's good to have an intermediary, you know, in between us all. So thanks for your efforts on that piece.
No problem at all.
Excuse me, I'm back on. I don't know what I missed. Probably everything, right?
Our fearless leader is back.
Yeah, I forget phones and internet don't often meet each other. So, is the meeting over?
Pretty much. I can, yeah, we can update you in terms of what was said. Or Leah, do you want to give a quick synopsis for our leader?
Well, Mark had just started talking when this
Okay.
all went down.
So this is live streamed on our YouTube channel. I can send you a link to the YouTube so you can see the full presentation.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Is the meeting over?
I would say pretty much, short of a recommendation from a commission member to adjourn, we're good.
Okay.
A motion to adjourn?
Sure, motion to adjourn.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against?
Okay.
Hearing none, we're now adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. My apologies.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.